I'm finally actually getting around to making this weird video. I mean, it's not weird, it's just weird that I'm making this video now. Already starting off by saying how weird it is. Hi guys, it's me, Roberto Carrasco, and my very special friend, Lizzie Carrasco, my doctor. So we are here to talk about my very special next door neighbor turned dad, but also he's just my next door neighbor, but not really just my next door neighbor. Okay. He is someone very special, and very oddly enough, I didn't ever think I would make this video because it's one of those weird story time videos that I just wanted to keep secret. But I'm already sharing it. If you follow me in any of the internet lands like social media, you would probably see me talk about him. And he's such a great person, and he means an awful lot to my heart. So my next door neighbor literally just started off to be my next door neighbor. Well, we've known each other before, but then we moved in together. Well, I mean, he moved into his house, or he was already there, and then I moved here. Okay, I'm just gonna let it come out. I'm just gonna say exactly from my heart. My next door neighbor turned out to be the best person ever. This is a story to talk about, to let out into the world about how my next door neighbor is Santa Claus. My next door neighbor, the best handyman, the best person, the best human being, the person of a philosopher, best philosopher, human being, kind gentleman, doctor. I mean, he could put a band-aid on me and I would still tell the world how he's a doctor because he's very kind and so incredibly sweet and humble. Has now moved, so he doesn't live there anymore, but he's moved away to a different land, a different part in the city, in the state of the United States, I guess. I mean, he has, but I don't want to tell you guys where he's at. Then you're gonna try to find him and make him your neighbor, but he's my neighbor, and he's only my neighbor, and he's only my dad now. How cool is that he's my dad? And he's like, literally, he's legitimate. Has let me call him dad. Like, I think that's pretty awesome. And he's a very great person. Like, he's very compassionate and very outspoken in a way. And he's very just says from what is on his heart. I think that's what drives me to him. And he's very like, he likes the little tiny things in life, and the big things that make him happy are the little tiny things. And it makes me happy to see someone exactly like, I guess, me in a way, but in a more adult and responsible and a good person. And I mean, I'm a good person, but it's just like, when I see him, he's someone that I want to follow in his footsteps. Like, you know, whenever you're growing up and you watch those Disney movies or just read about like how kids want to follow in their dad's footsteps, he's definitely someone that I want to follow in his footsteps, and someone that I admire and adore and appreciate. Appreciation is something that I definitely would say is one of the key words in our relationship, because since day one of me moving here, I had no lights, no paint on this wall, no coffee table. That's his, by the way, so I love it forever. And that chair that Lucy's sitting on, he gave it to her. You know, I had nothing, completely nothing, but he was always so kind. He would give me his leftover food. I mean, not like a dog, but like, you know, like very sweet. Like, hey neighbor, I have food if you want some. In my own way, I'm trying to tell you guys about this magical person that came into my life and honestly has helped me and showed me how to grow without yelling at me or trying to force something down my throat or trying to make me be something other than myself. He is so kind and so compassionate about just being who you are and showing yourself that no matter what you're going through in the world, you can overcome whatever you're going through as long as you believe in yourself and believe that you can and will overcome it. You just have to remember to not give up on whatever you're going through. And it's like, wow. He was there at one of the darkest moments in my life in February when I was like so scared. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was dark, I was scared, I was lost, I was lonely. He lived next door to me. I don't ever take that moment for granted because he checked on me every day. He made sure I was okay. He made sure Lucy was okay. He still checks on us to this day, and we still talk like practically every day. He's the best person ever. He makes me smile when I'm down. He makes me smile even when I'm smiling. He's someone that I could honestly trust. I tell him everything, every little detail, and sometimes maybe he doesn't want to hear every single detail or want to know every single little thing that I'm doing, but I will gladly tell him and let him know how much he means to me and how much my hair is falling out or how the house is doing or something, because he's someone that I definitely trust. And it's scary to say that to me because I don't trust a lot of people anymore, because it's like, whenever you lose someone, it's very hard to go trusting someone or to give all your love to someone after my mom passed away, my sisters and my brother. It was very scary, but whenever we started hanging out, I meant something to him and he meant something to me, and he would always tell me and never let me forget that. And I definitely made it sure to never let him forget that. And even when he moved away, I was devastated. I was so sad and hurt because I finally got to grow up to someone, to be so attached to somebody that meant so much to me, you know? It feels great to know that he is there for me as much as I'm there for him. I mean, he's there for me a lot more probably than I am there for him. But like, you know, like he really deeply and honestly and truthfully definitely cares for me. And it means like, wow. You know, like from the little things, whenever he was giving me food, whenever he would just watch out for me, whenever he would just show me how to wash clothes the right way. Because just doing anything simply without me judging me or laughing at me and making me feel less than of myself, he would make me feel like a regular good person and show me how to grow. Because throughout this whole time of me trying to be and focus on how to be a better adult, everybody was always shoving something in my face or telling me how I was doing it wrong and wasn't doing it the best way. But when my neighbor Luis was like so kind enough to tell me and to show me how to be and how to do things the right way without making me feel like a loser or weirdo or somebody that wasn't ever going to be able to do it, he showed me how to do it. He shows me how to pay the light bill the right way. He shows me how to like try not to overdraft my bank into like super duper overdraftness. And he just talks to me. He doesn't talk at me. He helps me and he shows me, and it feels great. Like, it's honestly so awesome to have that person in your life. Really, really cool to know that someone like that is and has been and definitely is, because I mean, I call him dad, but honestly, blood does not make someone your family, because sometimes even your blood family isn't probably your family because they're like totally rude or against or pushes you away, you know. But he's definitely someone that's like, wow, you really do mean a lot. Whenever he moved away, it tore a huge hole in my heart because I was so close and felt so safe with him being right next door to me and just being able to just talk to him and being like, oh, hey dad, how are you? And like, it feels so cool and really great to know that he doesn't mind me calling him dad and that he is cool with it. And he actually likes it, I think, I hope. I mean, I've never really asked him, but I mean, he doesn't say no, he doesn't stop me from calling him dad, so hopefully he's cool with it. So inside of my heart, something that was so easily gravitating towards him, to trust him and to like cling on to him and to be able to feel so safe. And it's very rare for me to feel safe with another human being. That's why I love dogs so much. But because like I am so scared to lose someone or to grow attached to someone and then they pass away or they move away or something. But from the first days that I've moved here, he's helped me and showed me how to just be me and the most authentic, best me that I can be. And I was very taken aback by it whenever he would talk to me and we would work things out and we would try to fix whatever I was doing, or show me how to like do a screwdriver thingy, or put these even lights on, or paint the wall the right way without like making it all zigzaggy weird or whatever. You know, even making food or taking the smell out of your house whenever it smells like dog, or whenever you cook so much and it smells like grease or something like that, you know? From the littlest things to the highest of things that mean a lot and that you would hope someone would teach you, it meant so much because he was very kind and sweet. Don't get me wrong, I do have my dad here too, but I feel so grateful that I have another guy to call my dad and someone to look after me and someone that I can call and feel like is a hero in my life, you know? And even from the way I talk now, I don't talk super fast and crazy and like a psychopath, like trying to ram everything in down someone's throat like this. I learned to look at the bigger picture. I learned to not get so or aggressive or hurt or scared about things. I learned to just breathe and to kind of relax sometimes and to take things for what they are and to see from the outside looking in how things are going. And I'm getting a little nervous because it's just, I want him to see this video, but I don't want him to see this video because I know he does follow me on social media. but I don't want him to ever think that this is super weird or awkward, but he knows me, and hopefully you guys do as well, that I'm just always the person who just says how I feel and shares from whatever I'm feeling from my heart. This person that I was so happy to have met, so grateful to have met, so honestly honored to have met. It feels like Santa Claus was living right next door to me. Like I was at the North Pole. Like every time I would step into his home, it felt so safe. It felt like I could just, the chapstick, be able to take a nap there. And you know, whenever you go to somebody's house, you could just take a nap and relax and feel safe. That's how I felt. Like he always had the best snacks, and he just had the best food because he knew how to cook and stuff. And then he would show me how to cook, and you know, we would watch movies, we would just sit down and relax, and it wouldn't even be on my phone or look at my phone. Every time we would spend together, it felt like a moment that I wanted to cherish. And it felt so, so awesome. He would show me how to urban live, like, and just be outside in the wilderness and just relax and take the sun in and be able to just breathe. I've never ever urban lived or just been able to take into the sun and breathe ever. And I'm the most anxious, stressed out, unrelaxed person there will ever be. But whenever I'm around him, I feel like the whole world is stopping and I'm able to just breathe. Like I feel like that's what you're supposed to feel when you're with your dad, you know? Like you feel like your old man's got you and you feel very safe. And that's how I feel whenever my next door neighbor Luis was with me. You know, whenever he would take me in his car. Oh, and one time I helped him take his car to the tire shop, and he was driving the other car and I was driving the other one, and I was like, yeah, I know how to drive it. But like, even though I was following him, I felt safe. Even though being on the road scares me because people are crazy drivers, especially in Houston. But whenever I was driving with him or following him, I felt safe. I felt like he wasn't freaking out that I was gonna break his car, and he trusted me enough to be in his car, you know? And it felt, wow, it's awesome. Just, I feel like people take people like that for granted and don't tell them that much. And I want people to know that my next door neighbor is someone special. My next door neighbor is someone to be grateful for. My next door neighbor is someone that I have come to love and cherish and honor, and to admire him so much for the man that he is and the man that he's showing me to grow to be. You know, I learn from him every day that he tells me he's not perfect, and you know, to relax and cool, and he tells me how vulnerable I am and stuff like that. Like the other day was his birthday. I want him to know every day that he is the best next door neighbor, Santa Claus person, human being ever. And that he truly does mean the world to me, and he means a lot. And just every single moment, he is someone that I truly and honestly cherish for every reason. For so many reasons, he means so much to me. He's the best dad ever. He showed me, and he's still showing me every day, on how to just breathe and take the world in, and to just be able to trust and be myself, and grow and know that I have someone to call dad, and to be able to just, yeah, I don't know, I'm sorry this is really weird if you're not into really weird sympathy, I don't know, it's just like, I feel like I need to share that with you guys. And if you have something like that in your life, tell them right now how much they mean to you. Whether it be super awkward that you're being very weird or like me and vulnerable, just let them know and tell them how much they mean to you. So dad, if you ever watch this, hopefully maybe you don't or do, I don't know. But know that I love you, Luis, and you're a great dad, next door neighbor, Santa Claus, human being, doctor, person, even though that one time you put a band-aid on me, and always give me tips and tricks on how to be this most special me to not only me, but Lucy too. And I appreciate you for the best person that you are. And the world is a better place because of a humble human that you are. And I'm glad that I'm going into this world feeling safe and myself and a better adult, grown man because of you. Thank you. And as always, remember, don't forget to smile, and you truly do mean the world to me. I love you all so very much, and remember, you're not alone. Because Luis doesn't make me ever feel alone, and it feels like a really good world to be in. I love you guys. See you soon.